I just closed on my 7th rental in under 4 years in my 3rd market, Chicago, Illinois. How's it going, guys? It's Mike here, and as many of you know, my goal is to help 10,000 people buy their first or next real estate deal by bringing you good, but more importantly, honest and relatable real estate advice. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you all the numbers on my most recent acquisition and demonstrate in real time what it looks like to wheel and deal out here on the real estate streets. So, buckle up before smashing the like button and let's Tokyo drift our way to 5,000 subs. Rental Lucky number 11 is in Chicago, and it's a brick duplex built in 1940, which was later divided into 2 separate parcels. Now I purchased mine for $62,500 all cash using a home equity line of credit. Now it's common in these neighborhoods to find these duplexes being sold condo style as 2 separate units. The house was originally listed at $67,000, but shout out to my Chicago real estate agent Jim, who was able to get in there and get him talked down to $62,500 all cash. Now after closing costs and attorney's fees, my total cost to purchase the property was $64,631. Not too bad. And also thanks to the guidance and coaching from my friend Dominic, who has been on my channel several times, he's the one who helped me find this freaking deal. Now look, unlike all of my other properties that I've purchased that were remodeled or turnkey, this one will be my first attempt at the BRRRR strategy. Now currently I'm in the repair phase of that strategy. The house had some plumbing issues, a pipe burst on the 2nd story created some damage. There's some work that needs to be done on the roof, painting, staining, refinishing the floors, and some landscaping. Now Dominic says that he thinks all of the repairs can be done with his crew for around $10,000. Now, I always like to estimate high, and I'm estimating that those repairs will cost around $15,000. Now, add this $15,000 to my total cost to purchase this property, and I'm all in at $79,631. Let's just round up and call it 80 grand. Now, I know based off of the comps that I've looked at, speaking with Dominic and talking about the 57 properties that he has in the area, and speaking with my agent Jim, that this property should have an ARV, after repair value, of $105,000 to $110,000. And rent for $1,300 to $1,400 a month with a Section 8 tenant. Now, I've only got one Section 8 tenant currently, and I'm far from being an expert with that program, but Dominic has 57 properties, all with Section 8 tenants, and he's going to help me find and place a good tenant for myself. Now, I realize at this point, a lot of the numbers I'm going to throw at you are hypothesis, conjecture, wishful thinking, maybe even hopeful thinking. But I'm putting myself on record now so that when I've completed the project, placed the tenant, and collected that rent check, I'll make an update video to see how close I got to calling my shot. Now, if I'm wrong, you know that I'm going to tell you guys. And if I'm right, well, you have to like the video and sub to the channel. Look, fellas, I don't make the rules, okay? It's just how it is. So let's run some preliminary numbers with a cash-out refinance and an estimated 6.5% interest rate. I know that a lender will give me 75% LTV, loan-to-value on the residence, meaning that I have to leave 25% equity in the deal, or $26,250. Now let's add another $2,500 as estimated closing costs on that loan, and I'm leaving $28,750 in the deal. So $105,000 minus $28,750 equals the money that I'm actually getting back. And that number is $76,250. Now remember, I was all in at 80 grand. So 80 grand minus $76,250 means the house cost me approximately $3,750 out of pocket. And if you're saying to yourself, man, I wish I could buy a property for only $3,750, that's exactly why you should follow my channel, so subscribe. Now look, when running my numbers, I always do it the same way. My estimated rent of $1,300 a month times 0.7, because I knock 30% off immediately for vacancies, maintenance, and paying a property manager. Now that leaves me with $910 a month. Then subtract the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, or another $638, and I have a $272 positive monthly cash flow. That's pretty great. Falls right in line with all my other properties, except for one thing. In Chicago, landlords pay for water. Now, $100 a month is a pretty average water bill, but I'm going to estimate $150 a month to be conservative. So my $272 a month becomes $122 a month. It's not nearly as good. Now let not your hearts be troubled, because ya boy has a solution for every problem. Now what I outlined for you guys is the worst scenario. I have many options to ameliorate the situation. I could leave extra equity in the property. Instead of leaving 25% in the deal, I could do 30%, 35%, and come a little more out of pocket. The average cost for me to buy any of my other houses was around $15,000 to $18,000. In this model, I'm only spending $3,750. So I could leave a ton of extra money in the deal and still have purchased this property for less than many of my others. Or I could end up getting more in rent than the bare minimum. I could manage the property myself, as my mentor Dominic has encouraged me to do. The property could appraise for more than $105,000. The repairs could cost less than $15,000. The water bill could be cheaper, and on and on and on. There's a lot of things that could go right in my favor. At this point, there's still so many variables fluctuating out there that I can't bring you the true numbers just yet. So make sure that you follow the channel and stay tuned to the project to see how it all ends up when completed. Now, I will bring the full breakdown back so we can kick around the topic of whether or not I successfully BRRRR'd out this house. Only time's going to tell. Now let me know down in the comments what rental number you're on and how many you need to be financially free. Guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.